Alright guys, we're back with some more 8th anniversary content, going back into Omega Shenron's Red Zone stage. This time we are taking Gums to see how he performs here, and we pretty much have him set up the way we want him to be. And I'm looking forward to seeing how he does. He does seem to be like an EZA that is quite overlooked, just because of how ridiculous, honestly, so much fun to use SSBK is. We're going to get him 7 key spheres, 3 rainbow key spheres, which is pretty decent. Yeah, of how ridiculous SSBK is and how good the Year 5 EZA fusions are during part 3. So it kind of makes sense why people kind of overlook him slightly. Like, he's a very good, very solid EZA. I said the main things that are kind of against him is just, it's another Super Saiyan Goku, and we already have loads and loads of those units already in the game. But he's still a very good EZA. He's pretty easy to link up because he is a Super Saiyan Goku, and he's pretty good. You know, from what I've seen in the showcase, he looks like a very solid unit. 8.5 million attacks, that right there. Can we get any crits or something? I mean, he is actually, no, I was gonna say he's 90%. I mean, he did actually crit. Of course, he's tanking double digits after he supers with that 50% attack and defense raise. I was gonna say that he is 90% in the dupe system. No, he's not. SSBK is 90% in the dupe system, and I still need to remember to put some skill orbs onto him. I should probably put some skill orbs onto Gums as well, but it's just something I forget to do. It's just honestly something I forget to do. I do like how easy and consistent you are at being able to hit 18 key supers with the rainbow orb changing, the additional key +2 per rainbow key sphere obtained. It makes it very easy to do that. And you know, while it's not as consistent in terms of launching additional supers, just 'cause I only have 1 dupe, but if I did have, you know, 2 dupes, and I can still, you know, hit an additional super with 2 dupes, 1 dupe, you know, so that is pretty decent. At least we could get the double 50% attack and defense raise, which would be very nice to get. But yeah, in general, he's a very solid EZA. Let's not forget, we want as many rainbow key spheres as possible so we can get that 7% crit chance per rainbow key sphere, and also the 7% damage reduction, which is the big one, the main one we're after, per rainbow key sphere obtained. So as long as we're getting, or as long as Dokkan's being very generous when it does come to his rainbow orb changing, we should be good at having decent damage reduction every single turn. So one thing I will say that I am a big fan of, even, you know, only using him in a showcase and literally just starting to use him now in Red Zone, is I do like his, I'll call it possible just because we've only just started. I want to say his possible consistency, but basically what you want him to do. Like, he's very good at being consistent at that, which I really do like. Obviously, it's not as ridiculously insane and broken as SSBK is. Like, he's a lot of fun to use. Like, he is ridiculously fun to use. Not saying Gums isn't fun to use, but just using SSBK is just, oh, he's just ridiculous. Like, honestly, he's so fun to use because it's so stupid how broken he is. But I do like Gums. I do like Gums. I do like his design very much, and I do think he's a very solid unit. If anything, aside from obviously the noteworthy and most noticeable differences, he's similar in terms of the key sphere situation, especially the rainbow key sphere situation, as like, for example, the Year 7 LR SSJ4 Gogeta. You know, his how good he performs in difficult content, mainly defensively, obviously, all comes down to how many rainbow key spheres can you get him. There's also the super attacks as well, because you get the 100% attack and defense raise on the 18 key and stuff like that. But, you know, without, because obviously Gums isn't as ridiculously good as that. But, you know, depending on how many rainbow key spheres you get, depending on, you know, if you do hit an additional, which unfortunately he doesn't have one in his passive. It would actually be sick if he did have a built-in additional in his passive. That would be dope. Unfortunately, he doesn't. But then it depends how well he's going to tank for the rest of the turn. Obviously, there's a bit of a difference, but it's similar. He should still be able to perform, like, incredibly well. It's basically what I'm trying to get at. My very long-winded version of saying he should still be able to perform really well. Has type advantage here as well, so damage shouldn't be an issue, especially once he super attacks. He's going to be in slot 2 anyway. And then in terms of damage, of course, especially if we're getting enough rainbow key spheres, he's going to have a chance to crit. We have 1 dupe, there's a chance to crit anyway in the, you know, the dupe system. But more importantly, there's a chance to additional, but with the type advantage, we're not going to be taking any damage here. We're going to be doing good damage ourselves, again, especially if we do crit, depending on how many rainbow key spheres obtained. So in terms of getting, like, a decent amount of damage reduction. Not overly important here with that 50% attack and defense raise and the 18 key super. Obviously, it's going to help him tank a lot less, but it's not overly needed here just because of that type advantage. It's going to be needed elsewhere in different red zone stages, obviously. But yeah, no, Gums, I do like Gums. I do like him. I do like him. Again, it's a very long-winded way of actually saying that I do like him and kind of talking about his qualities, but I do indeed like him. He's a decent EZA. He's a decent EZA. Is he like a ridiculously broken as like an SSBK? No. He's still very good. He's still very solid. Okay, we do actually have Bardock support right now as well. So he does have just shy of 200k defense. We can actually get him a decent amount of orbs. 9 key spheres. We're going to get 4 rainbow. Can we get more here? No, it's literally 4 rainbow, 9 key spheres. So we're going to get a total of 28% crit chance, 28% damage reduction, 9 key spheres. I'm actually going to let him chill in slot 1. The support, 9 key spheres, 20% damage reduction. So he's going to have 336k defense with 28% damage reduction. With 28% damage reduction. So yeah, even in slot 1 pre-super, he should be fine. Yeah, literally not even double digits, singular digits. 11.3 mil on the super though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gums can do some damage. Type of advantage here as well, so this should do big damage. Is he going to crit? Big 8.7 mil crit, no additional. This super should pretty much do nothing, right? 76k. I mean, he's not taking too much damage, but I did actually expect him to take less. We didn't get the full damage reduction. We were only missing 1 rainbow key sphere. We were only missing 7%. So it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. Would have took it down a bit. I mean, we didn't get like a ridiculous amount of orbs, like 11, 12 orbs, but still. 9 orbs with 28% damage reduction. No additional, to be fair. Only have 1 dupe, so it's not that consistent and no orbs on. But 50% attack and defense raise, 28% damage reduction, and type advantage, and he still took 70k. Is it just me? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of thinking in my head that he would have taken a whole lot less than that. Am I bugging? Am I bugging? I really do feel like he should be taking less than that. That's not bad. But given everything, as I said, type advantage, like he got supered after he supered, so he was good. Type advantage, 28% damage reduction, he's only missing 7%. He's got a 50% attack and defense raise. Surely he should be taking less than that. Like, don't get me wrong, 70k is not bad, right? We're on the second phase, but all of that factored in, surely he should be taking less. Surely that 7% damage reduction isn't going to make that much of a difference if we did get the full 5 rainbow key spheres. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You can let me know down in the comments. I just feel like he should have been taken less there. I don't feel like he should have been taken that much. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I just kind of, in my head, maybe that's something wrong with my expectations. I expected him to take less than that. But that's still not bad. I'm not saying, no, that's terrible. His defense is whack. Like, don't get me wrong, he doesn't have like a million defense or anything, but I don't know, I expected him personally to take less than that. You can let me know down in the comments whether like you think I'm bugging or not. But he's still doing well. That was a lot of damage to deal. We're not going to trigger the revival there, which is a shame. So, I mean, we can get him 6 Kisses with 2 rainbows, so that's only 14% damage reduction. We'll put Gohan in slot 1, and then we'll do this. We'll recover some HP from this as well, and we'll get the text key spheres, which also help us recover some HP on top of that. Gohan will probably kill. He's hitting the 18 key, probably going to additional as well, might even double. Actually, no, should do just 2, and it should do enough. Yeah, it's literally 6 mil crit. I don't know. I feel like, am I overreacting? Am I bugging? Was that the like a right amount for him to take? Right, let's trigger this revival. The Goku is not guarding. We're very close to getting a Dokkan attack as well. There we go. Trigger the revival. Birdku, come on out. It definitely wouldn't be one of my red zone videos if you was not making an appearance with your revival. Honestly, the amount I use this guy is actually ridiculous. I think he has to be probably up there as well, like one of my most used units in the entire game. He's still so good. Hopefully when the Carnival banner drops, which at this point, since we already been shown the details and the animations for the global voice lines, they should be out in the next couple days. So hopefully when we use our ticket summons, because I'm not going to be using stones on the banner, when I use my tickets, hopefully we can pick up a bird coup. I actually would love a dupe and a bird coup. Okay. So right now, how many orbs are we going to get? So we're going to do this. 500k defense with Guardia, he's fine. Right, so we can get him a bag. Because of his rainbow orb changing and Godku's orb changing, we're actually pretty good. How many rainbow key spheres can we get? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many can we get here? 1, 2, 3. We can only get 4. Why can I never get 5? Right, we're going to give him all of these. So 4 rainbow key spheres, again, 28% damage reduction. He's going to super first again, get a 50% attack and defense raise, and that's 11 key spheres. What is he sitting on right now? 100, well, what, actually not 100, 1.6 mil attack, 348k defense. Then he's going to get the 50% attack and defense raise. Could potentially get an additional. Super. Of course, he can't be super here because of the KO, so we don't really have to worry about that. So yeah, Gums should pretty much be good here. We're back. 11.7 mil attack stat, which is obviously very nice. Defensively, he should be fine here. With no item, he should be good. Big crit, no additional. Yeah, double digits. To be fair, he did get supered in the second phase, but I don't know, I just kind of expected with 28% damage reduction, the super and type of for him to take like nothing. Yeah, of course on a basic he's taking like nothing. Like, as I said, 28% damage reduction, 50% attack and defense raise. He has a dupin, we still haven't managed to additional. Definitely need to remember to put some skill orbs onto him. And also SSBK. Yeah, he's done really well, and he goes on some very good teams, man. He really does. Like, it's a movie hero Super Saiyan Goku. Even if you don't have him on a 200% lead, he's still on some of the strongest 170s in the game. Movie heroes, pure Saiyans, Super Saiyans, kind of a little bit. Final trump card again, especially with the year 5 EZAs dropping in part 3. Like, you know, they're also final trump card leads. What else do we have down here? We also have Bond of Parent and Child, like, and also he's on a very good 200% lead with God Goku with Pure Saiyans and Power of Wishes. And yeah, a few units might dip out and hit the 170 lead, but they still perform completely fine. I'm actually really surprised he's not an Exploding Rage. Like, I'm actually really surprised he's not an Exploding Rage. Like, Dokkan, have you not seen this guy's KO screen and how pissed he looks? To me, that looks like some Exploding Rage. Maybe he doesn't explode, but it's like seething, like it's seething out. I don't know. I feel like maybe he just skims going on Exploding Rage. Maybe it's because he doesn't let it out. I said maybe it's because he's seething more than exploding. Yeah, he's done really well. He tanks just fine after a super attack, does some good damage, depending if you can get the orbs, but he's his own orb changer. And again, if you're running him on this 200% lead, which is the only option I've got, you got a floating Godku and him both orb changing, one doing rainbow key spheres and him doing fizz key spheres. You can kind of double up. I know they're both kind of orb orientated units, but doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. But yeah, he done really well, done some big damage, like 11 million attack stats, defense is in a fine spot. At least one thing from being supered in the second phase, one thing that tells me is once he super attacks, he's fine to tank. He might not tank it for nothing, but he will survive. And like the harder hitting enemies, like your Call of Cause, Papa Whis, he should be good. I want to see how much he will tank a super for on an additional super though, but unfortunately, we didn't manage to hit a single additional super in this video, even though we do have a dupe in him, so as I said, orbs definitely have to be put on. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care and have a good rest of your day, and push.